Tonight, all around the world, millions of people will toss and turn, struggling to get a good night's sleep. And for many, the reason won't be stress or overthinking. It'll be because of something they ate. A simple food, a common snack, that silently keeps your brain awake for hours, completely without you realizing it. Today, I'm going to expose these hidden nighttime foods that are destroying your sleep, and reveal what you should be eating instead to finally get the deep, restorative rest you deserve. So let's talk about how this works. Think of your body as having a built-in sleep switch. As evening approaches, your brain starts to release a crucial hormone called melatonin. This is your body's natural signal that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. But here's the problem. Certain foods, especially when eaten late at night, act like a roadblock for melatonin. They block its production and flip your awake switch back on. How? Well, these foods can cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar, which then increases your heart rate and even activates your stress hormones. Your brain gets tricked into staying on high alert, even when you feel physically exhausted. This is the very reason you might find yourself lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking, "Why on earth can't I sleep?" It's not just in your head. It's a biochemical reaction to what you ate. Your body is ready for sleep, but your brain is stuck in overdrive. Now let's name our first nighttime enemy, sugar. This is a big one. Anything sweet you consume in the evening, whether it's cookies, a slice of cake, a piece of chocolate, or even a sugary milk tea, delivers a powerful blow to your blood sugar levels. Your body immediately responds by releasing a flood of insulin to manage all that sugar. This sudden hormonal activity signals your brain to wake up. But the story doesn't end there. What goes up must come down. After that initial sugar spike, your blood sugar levels will inevitably crash. When this happens, your body panics. It perceives this sudden drop as a state of emergency and releases cortisol, which you might know as the primary stress hormone. Cortisol is designed to keep you awake and alert, which is the exact opposite of what you want when you're trying to sleep. This hormonal roller coaster completely destroys your ability to enter deep, restorative sleep. It's also the reason many people wake up suddenly between 2 and 3 a.m. feeling wide awake and anxious. This phenomenon is often called a sugar rebound, and it's a direct consequence of that late-night sweet treat. Moving on to nighttime enemy number 2, caffeine. Now, when you hear caffeine, you probably think of coffee or tea, but caffeine is a master of disguise. It hides in a lot of unexpected places. You'll find it in most types of chocolate, especially dark chocolate. It's a key ingredient in energy drinks, many brands of iced tea, and, of course, colas. There are even so-called energy mints and gums loaded with it. So, how does caffeine sabotage your sleep? It works by blocking a chemical in your brain called adenosine. Adenosine builds up in your system throughout the day, and its primary job is to create sleep pressure, that gentle, growing feeling of drowsiness that tells your brain it's time to rest. Caffeine fits perfectly into the adenosine receptors in your brain, effectively blocking the time to sleep message. The scary part is how long it stays in your system. Even if you have a cup of coffee at 5 p.m., half of that caffeine can still be active in your body at 11 p.m., making it incredibly difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep. Next up, nighttime enemy number 3, spicy and fried foods. Think about that late-night spicy hot pot or a greasy burger and fries. While they might be satisfying in the moment, they create chaos for your sleep cycle. Spicy and oily foods are known to increase your core body temperature. However, for you to fall asleep and enter the deep sleep stages, your body actually needs to cool down by a degree or two. When your internal temperature rises instead of falls, your brain interprets this as a signal to stay alert. It goes into a kind of active mode instead of a rest mode. This is precisely why having a spicy or heavy, fried dinner often leads to a much later bedtime. And it doesn't just delay sleep. It can also affect the quality of your sleep, often leading to more frequent awakenings and even more vivid or unsettling dreams. Your body is too busy trying to regulate its temperature to properly rest. And that brings us to our 4th nighttime enemy, heavy meals. Eating a large dinner forces your digestive system to work overtime, right when it should be winding down. Your stomach, your intestines, your liver, they all have to kick into high gear to process all that food. This intense digestive activity sends a powerful signal to your brain. Digestion is in progress. Stay awake. We need energy for this. This is why people who tend to eat very large, heavy meals close to bedtime often report taking much longer to fall asleep. Their body is physically prevented from relaxing because it's tied up in the demanding task of digestion. It's like trying to sleep while your internal engine is still running at full speed. Your body simply can't multitask by digesting a feast and entering deep sleep at the same time. One has to wait for the other, so we've talked about what to avoid. But what should you eat at night? The good news is there are plenty of night-friendly foods that can actually help you sleep better. Instead of the night enemies, try incorporating some of these night allies. A glass of warm milk is a classic for a reason. It contains tryptophan, which helps produce melatonin. Bananas are rich in magnesium and potassium, which are natural muscle relaxants. Plain yogurt can be calming for the stomach. A cup of caffeine-free herbal tea, like chamomile or valerian root, can soothe your nervous system. A small handful of almonds provides magnesium and healthy fats. Even simple egg whites or a light, non-spicy soup can be a great choice. These foods work with your body, not against it. They help promote melatonin production, calm your nervous system, and lower stress, paving the way for a peaceful night. To put it all together, let's talk about the perfect night eating schedule. It's a simple routine you can follow. Try to have your last big meal of the day around 6 p.m. This gives your body plenty of time to digest before you head to bed. If you get hungry later in the evening, have a light, sleep-friendly snack around 8 p.m. Then, at about 9 p.m., you could have a cup of herbal tea or a small magnesium-rich food like a few almonds. By 10 p.m., it's time to turn off the screens and let your body start cooling down. Follow this, and by 10:30 p.m., you'll be primed and ready for deep sleep to begin. Remember, your sleep quality doesn't just begin when you turn off the lights. It starts hours before, with the choices you make at the dinner table. If you can fix your night food, you can transform your sleep. Start making these small changes tonight and see the difference for yourself. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more health tips that can change your life.